me, the Young Jamaican Trainer. Guys, welcome back to the second episode of the Strength No Weakness podcast. On the left of me, I have the legendary co-host, Coach Gustus.
Hey, what's up, man?
How's everything?
Number 2, baby. Number 2.
We on number two already. This is crazy.
That's right, man. Before you know, the numbers will come up, man.
Of course.
Hey, I want to first say welcome to all of your fans and your guests.
Hello, everyone out there.
And all the people that is hipping up my age to be on this as well.
Of course.
They said back in the days when I was a kid, they said the revolution will not be televised, but the evolution will be on social media with Demarjay Smith. Man, how are you doing, man, first of all?
I'm doing great. Excellent, Coach. How are you?
Well, I'm good. I'm good. Hey, why don't we bring our audience like we always do? Because I know within a week's time, things happen with you just like that.
Right.
You know, so there's a lot of stuff that's going on with you, I know. And I just want to get a chance to get that out of the way.
Right.
Because you're moving and shaking, son.
Right.
I see a lot of things that's going on with you. And I know that you take your craft serious.
Right.
The last time we talked about purpose and having being purpose driven.
Right.
And you certainly one of the person that I know at such a young age to be able to understand that and why it's done. But a lot is going on.
Right.
Let's start off with this logo that you got on your shirt.
Oh, man. Let's talk about the merchandise. We have the Strength No Weakness apparel soon, guys. Going to be launching. But let's talk about the logo. As you guys can see, it's a muscle, you know. I'm all about strength, no weakness. I'm all about, you know, working out and fitness. So it was perfect. And, you know, actually when people wear it, I feel like it gives them some type of strength, some type of, you know, inner strength. You know what I'm saying? They feel good about themselves. So guys, listen, I got the red color on. Coach got the Jamaican color on. How you feeling, Coach?
I'm repping your dad, man. You know I have to get him.
You know,
here too, man. I got definitely rep him. Man.
Right. Yeah. You know, when you have the Jamaican on, you know, you have to give us some type of Jamaican talk.
Oh no, I don't really.
Come on, hit us with the wagwan, everybody.
Wagwan.
Oh, there we go.
All right, cool.
Excellent.
But, you know, the thing about it is when you talked about this here, and one of the things when I first took an eye and I looked at the logo, your brand, I thought about what it meant internally and what you stood for, all your purpose in your life and so forth. And it really drives you. It gives a feel. It's not just any kind of brand that you just throw on and so forth. And you purposely wanted that to happen, right?
Right, yes, of course.
Yeah, so just tell us, what is the feeling that you and the people that follow you, the people that are part of your family, their Strength No Weakness family, which I'm a part of as well. Of course. What is your whole theme behind that?
Well, it's all about, you know, encouraging and motivating. So, you know, the brand, it just goes, it wraps around all of that. You know, I'm a motivational speaker, I'm an uplifter, I'm a motivator. So what's better than having a brand, you know, that represents all of that in one, where, you know, you're able to wear that, you know, and you don't even have to say a word, but people know exactly, you know, what you have on and what Strength No Weakness means, you know, because of the person who is, you know, representing it. So it's an amazing feeling. My SNW family, you know, they wear it, everybody knows it, and it's you know, soon gonna be dropping. So all the SNW family, you are part of the Strength No Weakness family. Go support the brand, and that's
and so the other thing I wanted to hit you with is the 600,000 subscribers for YouTube. And I'm understanding, we talked about this the last show, but what really coming back in a week's time, you moving towards 700,000, and I know that must make you really feel well, because usually young little kitty guys like you were back in the days, and now here you are 15 years old, and you're still killing them.
Right.
You're getting new members and new fans. Everyone is fired up and motivated about what you say and the things you're saying.
Right, right.
How does that make you feel, man?
It makes me feel excellent. It makes me feel like, you know, what I'm saying, my message that I'm spreading is actually, you know, getting across, and people are actually, you know, are receiving it. So it makes me feel wonderful. So that's what I'm really excited about. And, you know, the fact that my YouTube channel has been growing, you know, people are able to see the the content that I post, and how I just expand everything I do, whether it's basketball, whether it's working out, whether it's motivational speeches, or whether it's just me hanging out with my family and posting it like a vlog on YouTube, so people are able to keep up with my daily life and actually support the content that I post. And it's kind of crazy because we was just stuck at 300,000 subscribers within like the last 2 years, and we just grown tremendously now at 600,000 on the verge to 700,000.
Well, we're gonna give you a break on that because we did have the pandemic.
Right,
and
that is true.
At one point, your father had you caved up with masks and everything.
We was taking that serious.
I tell you, when I finally got a chance to get with you,
right,
your father and your mother would walk around spraying me, washing my feet, hand sanitizer, don't touch this, don't touch that. It was amazing to see how they were doing me. I'm like, yo, get away from me. They are really funny, man. So I could imagine you didn't get a chance to be out there,
right.
And I'm glad you're back, man, because your generation definitely needs you. The pandemic hurt them, man. And a lot of people are saddened. They got this thing with depression.
Right.
Just horrible. Mm-hmm. And a guy like you is so needed in today's time, man, to be able to uplift them and do what your purpose is to do.
Okay.
So. But I got another, I always come up with these.
Okay, let me hear it.
I want you to take a look at this.
All right.
Take a look at this. Way back when you were a little kid, man. Again.
Okay.
Now, when the audience see this here, if they haven't seen it, this is amazing. And how old were you in this here video?
I believe probably,
4?
What is that, 4? Probably 4 or 5, maybe.
4 or 5 years old. So let's take a look at this.
Okay, let's look.
Oh, how can I let him down? Oh, how can I let him down? He's so good to me. How can I let my God down? How can I let him down? Oh, how can I let him down? He's so good to me. God is so good to me. Gives me all my truth. Tells me to do the right things, not the bad things. Devil is lying. Don't do it. God is right. Follow what God does, not the devil. The devil is just trying to get you in trouble. God is not. God wants you to tell the truth so you don't get in trouble. Devil wants you to get in trouble. He's like happy. God is mad. He don't want you to get in trouble. Only the devil. Remember that. By Jamari and Demarjay. Peace.
Oh my God, man.
That's crazy.
If this is not your calling, this is your calling, son. And I'm thankful that you being obedient to the Creator as He pulls into you as to what it is. And I know at the age of 15 years old, sometimes you wonder, why am I still doing this? I know that had to creep into your spirit and your mind. Nothing happens overnight.
Right.
So obviously, that principle that I taught you and that your dad loves.
Yes.
Which is what?
Private practice determines public performance.
Wow, you know it like it is, man. Well, what private practice determines public performances? Right. What did that mean to you? I know when you first heard it, what was the next step that you said, because you got so good at things? Right. In your practice, in your private time, what do you do?
So private practice, meaning whatever you do in private, right, whether it's positive or negative, it will soon come to life, which is in the public eye. So, with me, we use it as working out. Sometimes we go behind the scenes. Privately, we work out. But when we come and show ourselves out in the public, everybody's like, oh. But it's private practice will determine your public performance. So it works with, many different things. Right. But that quote, really stuck with us. And my dad really embraces that. So, that is one of those that you have to listen and be like, private practice determines public performance. You got to let it sink in. You got to let it sink in. Understand exactly what it means.
Let it sink in. And I watch you even in your presentations and so forth. Obviously, what you're doing in private is coming out in the public.
Exactly.
I want to talk to you about your Lakers, first of all.
My Lakers, man. I want to hear
I
it.
understand, they had a little difficulty.
We did.
I love LeBron.
Of course.
And I tell you, it's not just the Lakers, but Los Angeles, period.
Right. Yeah.
And one thing about Los Angeles, they think they're supposed to win every year.
Right.
And so give me your feedback on the Clippers and the Lakers and why you think they did not have their success. Because I know a lot of people follow you with basketball as well,
Right. When people hear this, people would expect me, to be furious at the Lakers and the Clippers. Well, you thought wrong, because I won't. The Lakers, if we really think about it, let's start with the Clippers, actually. They didn't have a full roster this year. Kawhi Leonard was out for the whole season. Mm-hmm. They didn't have Kawhi. Paul George missed half of the season. He literally just came back and returned. How can you expect so much from a guy who missed out half of the season? He didn't have time to really, have chemistry with his team and actually get to learn how they play. And, so it wasn't really, everybody wasn't on the court this whole season. Right. So I'm not really too mad at the Clippers. And they actually did try to compete, in the playing game. So I'm not even mad at them. They actually gave some type of life and showed some type of, fighting spirit.
But they're still the Clippers.
But they're still the Clippers,
They always get clipped.
Coach.
I can say what I want.
The Clippers fans, they're going to come after you.
I don't have a problem with that.
Okay.
At my age, I don't have a problem. You chill. You do your thing.
All right.
Me, I won't care.
And the Lakers, the Lakers, man, everybody thinks I'm going to come in after them. I won't do that. Because guess what? The Lakers, we have an old team. Let's be honest. We have a really old team. And all those guys didn't manage to stay healthy this year. It's not their fault that, they just decided not to stay healthy. Injuries come around, LeBron was in the race for MVP. He got injured, but the amount of numbers he put up every night, I'm not going to get mad at LeBron. LeBron did his thing this year. Anthony Davis got injured this year. We couldn't have him as much. Russell Westbrook, everybody, and that's actually my favorite point guard. So if you guys get mad at me, I'm sorry, but I'm a loyal Westbrook fan. So, it's just Russell didn't perform as he was supposed to on the big spotlight. You playing on the Lakers. This is the big showtime. It's the Lake Show. Everybody's watching.
Right.
And, he wasn't able to produce as much as people expected. Mm-hmm. But that happens. Everybody's human. Everybody's not going to have the best season. And I bet you come back with something different next year, and everybody's going to forget about, the first year with the Lakers and worry about what he's doing. And remember, he still holds the record of the most triple-doubles in the NBA. So they must have some type of respect on his name. He's just not one of those average type of guys. So just because of one season or how he played or, he wasn't able to get the ball in the rim or make shots or create plays, it doesn't define you as a player.
Well, I agree. I'm not going to take 1 year. But one thing that I, as a coach, I always take in consideration, and I'm also a relationship coach.
Right.
So a relationship coach requires chemistry.
Okay.
What type of chemistry that you put together? Exactly. So and I think that LeBron, as one of the greatest players ever, he knows chemistry. He knows definitely how to get people around him that can go along with where he plays.
Right.
But when you don't have chemistry, it can destroy the team. And especially when people are injured on a regular basis. So you're really not getting a chance to have chemistry on the court. So the expectation had decreased as long as they continue to have injuries and so forth.
Right. Everything started going down because, I think they were only able to play, a couple of games in the beginning of the season where everybody was healthy. Yes. And from that, it was just, and think about it. I got to give props to Melo. Melo did excellent this season as well, you know. Melo did. And think about it. Carmelo and LeBron are pushing, 20 years now?
Yeah.
It's the 20th season?
Yeah, they're pushing 20 years. Yeah.
You come on. They fighting, they holding on, and they still giving these young guys a run and still killing. So, shout out to the Lakers, shout out to the Clippers, shout out to my guy Melo, LeBron, Westbrook, all those guys. I'm not mad at you guys.
I could figure that because in your journey, you got the chance to meet some of these guys.
Right, yeah.
So no wonder you're not mad at them. I would be mad at them because they know who you are.
Right.
So Do you think of anything that they may have said to you that have inspired you?
Most of them just told me keep going, don't stop. Inspiration. And then one that I really remember was when I got to meet Kobe Bryant and speak to him, and Gianna. I had told him about his record, what he dropped in the Lakers arena,
Right.
and he told me that would be me one day, breaking his record and scoring that many points, in the NBA. So that was really, a blessing and a message from, Kobe Bryant, a legend. And so
I feel a little energy here.
Yeah.
It irked you, right?
yeah,
That was a sad thing.
it was, yeah.
And I remember seeing that video,
Right.
with you and Kobe, and you telling him you're gonna, yeah, sure I will, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There. So I see you moving around, and you're making things happen, and I understand you're a rapper too, man.
Oh yeah, I'm a little rapper here and there,
You're a rapper, yeah, but you know what? I remember we said it is and, not or.
It's not or, it's and. It
It's
just keeps on
and.
going.
So, anytime the creator give you an assignment, rather it's
gotta do
rapping, then you just got to take your purpose and do,
Right.
So, and you're a writer as well.
Right.
Yo, you want to spit some bars for me?
I'm gonna give you just a little something. It's
Yeah.
hood fame. You already know what it is. When you down bad, do anything for a win. That's just a little bit.
Ooh.
Nothing too
It's
much.
called Hood Fame.
It's called hood fame, and the meaning behind that song
That's
is,
what I wanna hear,
I actually before I went viral, I was living in a basement, and when I went viral, people look at me like, oh, this kid went viral, but he's still living in a basement. Like, who is he? Who is this guy? Who is he? Who do you think he is? So, it was just, hood fame. I was in the hood and I had some type of fame, and I did anything for a win, anything to see my family have a smile on their face, So we just get out of that sticky situation, you see what I'm saying? So it's hood fame, and it's for everybody else to relate. Anybody else who went through that experience, or who are going through it currently. That's just a song that can't just be for, you know how you have those songs that come out and it's just, the song for the summer and that's it. You never hear about it. This song is gonna be there, for this generations and generations. People could go back and say, you know what? This is a song that really means something to me, and it really makes sense. So it's hood fame.
It touches the heart, man.
Right.
Because everybody can identify with it,
Right.
being that hood fame, especially when you in this social media
Right.
era, because you ain't getting paid no big bucks.
Right.
And people see that and they're like, yo, why you still here?
Right, exactly.
And you all over the place.
Right.
So you got to kind of weigh yourself back, man. Yo, and that you must have been really thinking about that for some time.
Oh yeah, and then I got another one. This is my dad's favorite one. I'm gonna give you a little
Is it
bit.
one that I like?
I think it's the one that you like too. My dad really likes this one.
All right, let me
All right.
a little piece of it.
It's a love song, sir. Don't come
That's
after
what
me,
I'm
Coach.
saying.
Here we go. When I'm on the road, I tend to get these thoughts. Ooh, will I ever lose you? I promise to be real and tell the truth. Oh man, Coach.
Wow.
That one is different.
Wow, you look like you in love, son? No. Yo, don't worry about it. Nobody, I ain't gonna tell nobody, except everybody who see this. Okay.
We talk
Maybe I talk over there privately. But when the way I felt so, I've been around for a while.
Right.
So I just saw that look when you sang that.
Right.
That's deep, man.
Thank
So
you.
we'll talk off camera, because
Off
I know
camera.
you don't want everybody to know, but it's somebody that you were singing to at that particular moment. You don't just make up songs and faces the way you just did. I already know that, so I get it, though. That's what happens, man.
Right.
And see, a lot of times people don't understand that as a 15-year-old growing into your space,
Right.
these are common things among your peers and so forth. And it's normal, for you to be experiencing what you experience.
Right.
And you're getting a chance to write about it and also share it with your fans and so
Right.
forth. So it's very important, And then I hear that you got this people using your voice in
Oh, yeah.
other music.
Yes.
And then they want to use it in the video game, I'm understanding. Wow. How do you feel about that, man? Some of your sayings they using.
It's amazing to see that people actually, just a few lines out of my speeches, they want to use it because, it's probably, motivating for them, or they just felt as if it was so, encouraging, which it is because, that was the whole purpose of it. So the fact to see that it's going to be in a video game or it's in people's songs and, people are putting it in, they incorporate in so many different things, but just to hear about it.
But didn't Pharrell?
Yes, actually, Pharrell used Strength No Weakness. No, he didn't use Strength No Weakness. He used, this is gonna be so unique to you. He used Ira.
Yeah.
It was one of my Jamaican songs, Jamaican speeches, and I just said Ira. Ira, you be the shark of the ocean or the fish, but he just took Ira and put it in his song. It's called Secret Life of Tigers. If you want to go check it out, shout out to Pharrell Williams for that.
Wow, man. You know what? And get a little bit of shots with that as well.
Oh, it's too funny.
But the reality is, man, that's amazing that people want to use your voice and your voiceovers and some of your sayings and so forth like that there. All right, so this is a strength, no weakness moment.
Okay.
I want to take you there because I know these are some of the things that you're doing, and it's almost like a commercial break.
It's like, guys, you guys came this far. We're gonna give you a nice commercial break. It's gonna be fun. Just stay with us.
Yeah, we like this here.
Right.
So
we?
Yeah, we do. we make sure we like. So the strength non weakness segment. This is a segment where we get a chance to jump into your life in a different kind of way.
Okay.
So some of your fans, they send us all sorts of texts. The producer tell us they send us all kinds of emails, and they want to know certain things about you.
Okay, yeah, sure.
That maybe somebody else would not ask. You know what I'm saying? So let's start with, this segment is on foods.
Oh, wow.
What food do you like?
You guys should have told me we were going to do food because I could have brought up J-Port because he just
Well, we didn't say what food that you eat
right.
all the time, because J-Port, your brother, he eats all the time. We ain't worried about him. We talk about a food that you like. So I'm going to call them out, and you tell me if it's a strength or not.
Okay.
Italian food.
Strength.
Yeah. What's so strong about that?
Because my mom makes some amazing spaghettis. At first, I wasn't a spaghetti fan. I just don't like spaghettis, but she even added a little touch of love in it. So, it's been different. And the Alfredo, oh, man.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that. Yeah.
That one, the shrimp Alfredo, chicken Alfredo. Yeah. Oh, Mom, you doing your thing with that. So
I remember those days. I remember when I used to eat all that, but we'll get to that. What about soul food?
No.
No.
Can I consider it as a weakness in this segment?
No, that's a strength. If it's not a strength, just say no.
So, no.
Just say no.
No.
Okay.
The reason is I had soul food in Texas, right? I went to Texas for a basketball tournament. I actually had soul food. We was actually saying, let's go eat soul food. And when I tell you it was, not my jam.
I feel so sorry.
I didn't even like the cornbread.
I feel so. You went to Texas. I got to show you. Go down to North Carolina or one of those places. Right here in Brooklyn. We got to go. We're going to go because I'm tired of hearing you say something about our soul food.
The only thing that was really good was the mac and cheese.
Of course.
That was good.
All right. So.
And the fried fish.
Okay, great. Now what about Jamaican food?
My goodness, Jamaican food different now. The oxtail, the jerk chicken, the curry goat, all of that, the rice and pea, the shrimp. Oh my God, we can keep going. But Jamaican food, that definitely has strength.
Okay. Now.
Oh man. You don't even have to tell me what this one is.
The one and only vegan.
As you can see our producers' faces, they like this.
What? Look, don't even try it.
Look at they like.
So let me just say to you, because you're not really up on stuff. I could take you to some restaurants now. Shout out to Natural Blend. I'm always gonna give them no prop.
Okay.
And they are vegan restaurants that will blow your mind. And we still call it chicken. We still call it the names.
Okay.
But we also want to change what's inside.
Right.
So I don't want to get into the vegan thing because I don't want to hurt nobody. I want them to be able to go out and eat comfortably. But one of my former ball players, and he's also my coach, John Sally.
John Sally?
4-time NBA champion John Sally.
Right.
And he's the one that introduced me to the vegan dish about 4 or 5 years ago.
And from then on, you just been vegan?
I've been plant-based. Really, I'm plant-based more than vegan. Vegan is something that deals with the animals in terms of killing them and so forth like that. I'm more plant-based because I do it for health reasons.
Right.
Because I want to stay healthy.
Which
is very important.
Right.
But we'll get into that. I like that idea of what you're eating and so forth. Now,
can we come on this camera? Can we focus on? So, guys, let me know when you watch this. Should Demarjay try a vegan dish in Brooklyn if Coach Gustus takes me? Just let me know because, I want to open my appetite out. I want to actually, try something different. But please, make sure it's really good because they say vegan food tend to be...
Well, yeah, because that's who's cooking it. But I got some.
Right.
I'm taking you to a Jamaican restaurant.
Oh, so we good then?
So they take everything they do to those oxtails, they do to our vegan food.
Oh, okay.
Everything
I'm
they
down.
do to that curry chicken, they do to our vegan food.
So we have no problem.
So you're gonna love it, all right? And now you're eating plants, so that's healthy. Okay. So let's get off this food thing.
Gonna make me hungry.
This food thing, I'm about ready to go to lunch right now. All right, but now let me ask you. I know that you was keeping up with me and some of the stuff that I've been doing.
Right.
So after that commercial break and making you feel it, I wanted to kind of share with you because I know some things that you ain't up on.
Okay, let me
I'm
hear.
Doing,
all right. Yeah.
First of all, you got an NFT?
Oh.
See, you got to get that, man. We're going to work on it.
We're going to work on it.
The NFT is really hot, man. You
Right.
know, and I see when I'm hanging with the young people, they got me with the NFTs
Right.
and so forth like that. I got me a few of them.
Oh.
Yeah, very, very much.
Oh.
And what about the metaverse?
The metaverse.
I've been hanging in the metaverse. I think I took you one time.
You did take me, and you want to know, can we focus on this one?
Yes.
We just have to establish what camera we have to talk on.
Yeah, well, okay, I got you.
The metaverse, guys. Actually, Coach did introduce me to that, and you had to put on some VR goggles.
No, those are called Oculus 2.
Oculus 2. Well, actually, I was just, it was actually a good experience. You were actually moving around. I went into somebody else's apartment, actually, and they were telling me, who was this? It was fun. It was just, I seen my poster on the wall, on the board. I seen videos of me at Trey 21.
Yeah.
Shout out to Game Over NYC. It was just amazing. But after you take them off, oh, man. I thought I was seeing triple.
Let me tell you why that happens.
Okay.
Because you were so excited.
Right.
And you were moving all over the place and turning your chair.
But what's funny is because I wish we had the video, Mom. You and my dad, you guys were literally facing this way, and then you guys, Coach, I'm on this side. No, I'm over here. Like, turn this way. Through the chair. That's
because I was introducing it, but it's such an amazing piece to know what your future looks like. Mm-hmm. And the reason why I do that is because I always try to find out what it is. So we have penthouses on there. We bought real estate on there, about 200 or 300 real estate pieces of property. In fact, one of the properties that you went in, where I dressed it up with all of your stuff, that's from our property. And you see the offices? House? Yeah, that's all our stuff. Property, not just the house.
You got the property.
But it was beautiful, man. So the metaverse is something that I've been really kind of indulged, and it will take a lot of your time. Yeah. Once you get in there, you get caught in there. We got clubs in there, all kinds of stuff.
Oh,
so,
wow.
So people are going to have to come to check you out.
So this is just like another world.
This is another world. I'm glad to be able to visit it at my age as well. So this is where I meet a lot of people. You talk to a lot of people. One game I went to, live game, the Knicks versus Celtics, and Kevin Hart was there. And, he had his avatar there and so forth. And we was kind of talking and back and forth, that kind of stuff. So it's fun. It's fun. It's nice to be able to see other people that's down with it. It's time for you to step up your game too.
Most definitely, I will. But you're gonna help me, right?
I'm gonna help you. Yeah, of course I'm gonna help you. You know that I'm gonna help you. Also, of course, I got the New York City High School Basketball Hall of Fame Center that we building, and it's a tech center.
Oh.
So we building here. I put that one word tech on the end of it, and before you know it, we have people that want to come and fund the project.
Wow.
So I'm looking forward to that. Someday you'll be in that Hall of Fame Center,
Most
I'm sure,
definitely.
especially the way you are in your private practices.
Right.
Of course, my book, my One Breath book.
Oh, yes.
So it's a lot of stuff. I'm like still doing things, trying to keep up with you, and so it's a lot of things. And that's one of the things I want to tell our young people and people my age. You said old, I said older.
Right.
You're never too old to stop doing things. You gotta keep going. You gotta keep moving. If you don't, then what's gonna happen is if you don't use it, you lose it.
Say it again.
If you don't use it, you lose it.
Oh man, we got the motivational
We gotta
coach right here.
continue to use every bit of our body, everything, and strive to be the best that you can possibly be, even at whatever age you at.
Right.
So I've always said the reason why I still play ball, because I want to be the best 60 and over.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 65 and over, 70. The sky's unlimited, But I'm hanging out with you, and you keep me rolling and keep me in shape, and you keep challenging me, and those challenges make me challenge myself.
Right.
So once again, a great shout out to
to
this young, amazing 15-year-old motivational speaker, motivational person, and so forth. So now there's a aspect of this thing where we include our fans.
Right.
Because the fans are big. They're big for you, all right? And it's important for the fans to ask you certain type of questions and so forth. And they want to know more about you on the Ellen Show.
Right.
So they done seen that. You've been on there like 9 times. They seen it. They want to know what kind of person it is. How did you work your way through this? How did you get yourself prepared to go on the Ellen Show? Clearly, you were a joy to watch on there.
Thank you.
So we talked about at the other show how you actually got a chance to get in there.
Right.
So tell us some preparation. What kind of person is Ellen? And also, what are some of the things you had to do to get on the show?
Preparation-wise, there was really nothing, to prepare. I just went up there very confident, very excited, first off, because, I was meeting the one and only Ellen DeGeneres, which by far, everybody asked me, how was my experience with her? How is she as a person? She's a wonderful person, very caring, loving, and, my time on that show with her, I built a nice relationship, a nice bond with Ellen, and, it's just been amazing. Those 9 times on the show, nothing but fun, nothing but, memories that I would never forget. And, it's just been amazing. And, I just kind of just went up there confident myself and, just ready to meet Ellen.
Wow. And that's that, and then she kind of helped you get out of the places and so forth. I think that is amazing in terms of doing. And then, of course, now you kind of combining all your skills, all the things, and you taking your purpose in life, which we talked about before, and all these different assignments, and you kind of weaving your way through that.
Right.
It's amazing how you're doing that as well.
Thank you.
I'm looking at you. You look very fit and everything. Tell the audience what is it that you are constantly doing to stay looking like you. I know you're a baller now.
Right.
You've been a baller, by the way.
Been a baller.
But now you're gonna have your coming out stuff. I see you killing some guys. We worked on your jumper. You got your mid range going for you. You got the going to the hoop and so forth like that. There. What are your aspirations in that area?
Actually, you said what I do, to stay healthy and stay, fit. I usually stick to calisthenics. I'm very young. No need to touch weights, and that's for all the other kids out there. Don't go run into weights. You can hurt yourself. You can stop your growth. There's so many different things that can go wrong. Calisthenics, you're lifting your own weight, and you're doing things that you're able to manage yourself. So push-ups, you're lifting your own weight. Pull-ups, dips, all those things, sit-ups, it's your weight, and you're getting stronger. So those are some of the things that I do. I don't touch weights. It's more calisthenics.
Right.
And my basketball game, I've been a baller, like you said, but I feel like now I'm really getting into it. And, I take the sport very serious, and I feel like my game is evolving. I watch my brother. Big shout out to J-Port. I really study his game. I see how much of a true point guard he is, and I feel like I want to, really grab that, and incorporate it in my game in that aspect of being a true point guard, able to, facilitate the game, slow it down, and make plays to get my team involved. And I feel like, he's just, a wonderful basketball player that I watch. My dad also, teaches me and trains me and tell me, these little different things that I need to incorporate in my game that makes a huge difference, to get looks and, scouts and, offers and stuff like that. But, right now I want to take this time to give a big shout out to J-Port. The amount of work that kid puts in is, incredible. He's just
he had a great year this year too.
He had a very great year this year.
Where you go to school at
Mount St. Michael's. He's a sophomore. He did excellent. Right. And I want to just say, man, that kid is special. And you guys are getting ready to see how much work and listen, he's just, a hard worker constantly. Shout out to my younger brother, Jamali. He has, the most upside. He's just, one of those who's a constant hard worker, and he don't take no for an answer. So
well, yeah, because I just saw I did not see Jamali hanging on the rim.
Jamali jumping, grabbing the 10-foot rim. So you see, and he's probably the tallest one in the family right now. Yeah. So, I just want to take this time out to, give my brother some love because, those are my guys. J-Port, shout out to you. Keep working. I see what you're doing, and amazing basketball player. Jamali, same thing as well. I want to give my father some love. Man, this wouldn't be possible without that guy right there. I love him so much. All the, constant work that we put in, sleepless nights, all the things that he does for me to, get me to the next stage, get me to the next level, and, just keep me prepared. And I want to thank you, Dad. I love you so much. And my mom, I can't forget about you. I see you back there. I love you, everything you do for me. Those sleepless nights, those days, where you taking me to practice, you come home, you're working, she can't even get rest. Right. So many different things. She has to travel with me. So I want to thank you so much. That means a lot. And, it doesn't go, unseen. I love you guys. My family is, my heart, my core. My auntie, don't think I forgot about auntie. I love you. And my cousins, shout out to all you guys in the SNW family, so it's just, I have so much, to prove, it's more of, I want to make everybody happy and make, of course, myself happy. Right. So, we just working and, believing in my logo, strength, no weakness.
Strength, no weakness. And I do want you now, and this is very serious now because it's been told, and we got research out there to show that since the pandemic, young people are really challenged. Right. Because they've been away, they've been in front of computers all day long. They got to Zoom this and Zoom and that, Zoom and this. And just kind of speak to your young people in your closing out that you normally do in your motivational speech. Because I need you to speak to them about what they do in private. Right. And how that private practice will determine their public performances. And also speak to them about how it's important for them to hang in there and not to let anybody be dream stealers. Right. All that, not even COVID. Right, and also, many of them have lost close friends, relatives, and so forth in terms of with this COVID thing. So, a guy like you, they need to hear the voice, man. Just let the words flow through you like it normally do, and you speak your mind with whatever the Creator sends to your mind.
Yeah, as you said, COVID has been, it stopped so many different things, and especially it took a toll on young kids out there. Young kids, stopped doing, what they love. They've been inside because that's where they had to be. Nobody could, go outside. So people got hooked on the game. People got depressed and things, and so forth. Some people gained weight and stuff like that, and felt bad about themselves. So I just want to let you guys know, please don't give up. Everybody went through it, but you are a fighter. The difference is you're not a quitter. You're able to keep going and push. Give yourself some type of self-talk, some type of self-motivation, and feel good about yourself and say, you know what? I mean something. God put me on this earth, and I have a purpose. like we spoke about in episode 1, have a purpose. Find something that, you want to do and fulfill it. Listen, sometimes people complain about the game. You guys are on the game for so long. Just prioritize. You could be on the game for probably an hour and a half, and then you should go read a book after that, or go work on your craft, or go do different type of things. Don't just, stick to one thing. Don't make it either or. Either or. Make it an and. So just keep pushing. And I know COVID, it messed up a lot of people's mental, their physique. A lot of people lost their loved ones, which I know is hard coping with. And we just make those loved ones proud. Go out there and show them why you're special, and why they're special, and why you're gonna do it for them. So guys, don't give up. Hang in there. I'm always here. Just remember Demarjay as one of those little angels that pop up on your shoulder, that's always giving some type of life, some type of wisdom for you to keep going. And think about on the right side, you have Coach Gustus there, who's also hanging in there and giving you some type of wisdom. So guys, believe in yourself and don't quit. And remember always, straight no eat na shakade or shine, and believe it, achieve it, and become it.
There we have Demarjay once again doing his thing and sending out that word, the positive word out there. And man, I love you. I respect you.
Thank you.
And
can you believe this? This is episode 2, Coach. We just got episode 2 of the Strength No Weakness podcast.
Right.
Can you believe it?
Wow, man.
Man, we gotta give up.
Yo, it's work too, because we got a very tough coach. That's a producer.
We have a tough producer, but listen, we love you, man.
We love the heck out of him, man.
Yes.
He keep us going and so forth. But look, I'm looking forward to the next episode.
Right.
And I know that eventually we're going to start bringing on our guests, because we got a whole bunch of folks lined up for this here. And once again, man, it was great.
Yes, thank you. Guys, thank you. This is a wrap up episode 2 of the Strength No Weakness podcast. Thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Demarjay Smith, a.k.a. the Young Jamaican Trainer. My amazing co-host, OG. Not OG, but the original gentleman, Coach Gustus right here. Guys, listen, this was amazing. I'm excited. I can't wait for episode 3. I know we have some dope content. We have some people that are coming on here and going to spread some positive message, and we're going to hear about their stories. And remember, like I said in episode 1, this is a different type of podcast. This is a unique podcast that stands out, where if you want to come on here for some type of wisdom, some type of light, to uplift yourself, feel good about yourself, hear about people's stories, and so forth like that, please join us. Stick with us, SNW family. We love you. And with that being said, the podcast, salute, we out. Strength no eating, shakadi or shan, believe it, achieve, become it. Salute, we out.